I believe that we first need to address the issue of whether or not there is a current custody dispute to determine whether or not this case needs to be moved to district court or if we can proceed with this matter before the court today. So at this time, Your Honor, specifically on the issue of custody, the state would like to call Ms. Diaz. Ms. Diaz, can I get you to state your name for the record?
It's Claudia Diaz Cano.
And can I get you to state the name of the child or children that we're here in reference to?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yes, can I get you to state the name of the child or children that we're here in reference to?
It's Manuel Alexander Ibanez.
And who does that child currently reside with?
With me.
All right. Has the child previously resided with the father?
He did between December 22 to January 23.
Right. And has the child continued to reside with you since that time?
Yes.
All right. Nothing further on the issue of the possible custody dispute. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call Mr. Ibanez. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record? And currently, who does the child in this matter reside with?
Mom.
And did the child previously reside with you, sir?
No, sir. I mean, he would stay with me a couple of times, but he did with her.
Right. And are you requesting going forward that the child continue to reside with the mother, or are you requesting that the child begins to reside with you, sir?
I would like to get custodial parenting.
My questions are you requesting that the child be removed from the home with the mother and placed in your home? Is that your request today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there a specific reason why you're requesting that the child be removed from the home of the mother and placed in your home?
Well, I'd like, can you repeat that because you're cutting off?
Yes. Is there a specific reason why you're requesting that the child be removed from your from the mother's home and be placed into your home today?
Oh, because I think I'm just I'm more stable than I've been living here more years, and he's more in a better environment.
Just confirm, sir, are you stating that it would be in the child's best interest that the child be removed from the home that the child is currently in and placed in your home?
Yes, sir.
Has there been any alleged violence against the child that could support this, or are there any specific reason the child should be removed?
Well, here back in May, she texted me saying that her boyfriend had went to the house and said that he started banging on the door, trying to get inside. They were arguing back and forth, I guess because they had a problem, and I don't know what went on, but I'm just worried about my son.
All right. I believe that would be the extent of the issue of the custody dispute. So it does appear that the father is requesting that the child be removed from the home. So, Your Honor, the state would request that the court determine whether this case should be moved to district court or if we can proceed with this matter today.
Mr. Ibanez, are you going to hire an attorney to help you?
I can't afford one.
Well, if you can't afford it, I don't know what you're requesting here because it's going to cost money and you don't know how to do all this.
All right, then. Well, yeah, I can't afford one.
I mean, frankly, if y'all both have homes that are safe for your child, that's going to be a pretty tough case for either one of you to prove that one of you is better than the other. If the only reason you have is that Ms. Diaz got into an argument with her boyfriend, that's not really enough for me to do anything about it, unless you can prove that somehow your child was harmed or in inherent danger because they were having an argument. That's not really enough. I understand they all both may have a preference and would think that maybe you think you're the better parent. That's, I think, the way most parents kind of think in a way, but that I'm better than the other person. But that's pretty hard to prove from a legal perspective. And a child really can't make a decision either because they're too young to know or make an informed decision. They usually want to pick what's easier for them, which might mean that my mom lets me play video games more than my dad or something silly like that. That doesn't mean that one person is necessarily a better parent. It just means they might want to have a less strict parent. Sometimes kids need to have a strict parent. So that's not enough of a reason either for, or why we really can't just base it on just what a child says. If you want to consult an attorney after our hearing today, you definitely can. If you're not prepared to hire one, then there's no reason to delay what we already have right now. The child has resided with the mother for the last 7 months at least, I think, continuously, and maybe sometime before that. I think there's a question about December or January. I don't know if that's an issue that we need to talk about, maybe giving credit for that possession. But besides that, the child's been with her for the last 7 months. Usually the way I feel is that if a child is in inherent danger, you don't wait 7 months to take the child out of the home. You call the police, you get an attorney right away, you ask for immediate help. I understand, not a lot of people that I see here have attorneys or can afford to get attorneys, but I would think that you would do everything you can to, as far as selling your car and everything else, to make sure your child is safe. If that's not the situation we have here, then it doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. I understand your preference and you're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. But if I was to ask Ms. Diaz the same question, she'd probably say, I'm the better parent. I got a better household. So, we can't get into, it's kind of an impossible question for me to answer, especially on Zoom, and for a judge, even if someone goes to your home to look at your home, for us to answer, unless there's some danger to the child. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming y'all are both unmarried, so y'all are going to have arguments with boyfriends and girlfriends. That's kind of normal, but it's just a question about if it raises to another level where the child is in danger. They may not like for people to argue. No child does, but that doesn't mean that means that it's an inherent danger, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to proceed with Ms. Diaz being the custodial parent. Let's finish up your case today and handle any other contested issues where I can make a decision today on any contested parts of it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Let me let Mr. Tatum go ahead and proceed with questioning.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother in this matter. Ma'am, as it relates to the child here in this matter, how does your child currently receive insurance?
Currently he's under Medicaid. It's been like that since he was born.
Has there been any issues relating to family violence between the two parties within the last 2 years?
No.
Are you in agreement to the father having your information, such as your address and telephone number?
Yes.
And are you in agreement to be named as joint managing conservators with the other parties to this case?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. What does that mean?
Are you in agreement to you and the other parties to this case making decisions that are in the best interest of the child, things such as educational and medical needs? Or do you believe that you and the other party can make decisions together that would be in the best interest of the child?
Okay, regards towards that, I feel there is always some type of miscommunication every time that it goes towards either school, dental's appointment, doctor's appointment. I feel that majority of the time I let him know. I don't know if he's maybe sometimes busy with work, or for me, like, I feel like when I tell him, he's just like, let me know. I don't feel he's really like into it. I'm more than, putting myself in the position to let him know about our son's needs, what he needs. But most of the time I be making the decisions for everything, since I'm the only one who takes him
Okay.
to the.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So just to confirm, you believe that you primarily make the decision. However, when you do provide the information to the father, he doesn't give you pushback, but sometimes he just does not respond. Is that correct?
No, he responds. He lets me know. But as far as like the decision making, I'm mostly the one who does that.
All right. As it relates to the health insurance, the state is requesting that the father pays a total of $60 per month based off of the father's income. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Just one moment. And just to confirm, you and the other parties to this case separated around June 2021. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And since June 2021, has the father provided you with any support for the child?
No, not like from the moment that I moved out up until January 2023. There was a lot of miscommunication. We were both, yeah.
Just to confirm, did the father provide you with any support during that time frame of June 2021 through August 2023? Did he provide you with any monetary support for the child?
No.
And the state has used the father's income of $16.25 per hour at 40 hours a week to calculate support. And we're requesting that the father pays child support in the amount of $472 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yeah.
And if the court was to order retroactive support from the period of June 2021 through August 2023, the state has calculated retroactive support in the amount of $8,146 and requesting that the father pays that back at $90 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, sir.
And just to confirm, you're requesting that the father be given from the time of June 2021 through August 2023. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to this court at this time?
No.
At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father in this matter. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Misael Ibanez.
And you're the father of the child here in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Has there been any issue relating to family violence between you and the other parties to this case within the last 2 years?
What was that?
Has there been any issues relating to family violence between you and the other parties to this case within the last 2 years?
No, sir.
And are you okay with the other party having your information such as your address and telephone number?
Yes, sir.
And are you in agreement to be named as joint managing conservators with the other parties to this case?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel that you and the other party could work together to make decisions that are in the child's best interest?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting that the child resides within Dallas and the surrounding counties with the mom?
Yes, sir.
Are you also in agreement to a standard visitation agreement?
Yes, sir.
And do you have the child currently covered through insurance through your employer?
Yes, sir.
Just to confirm, you're stating that the child is covered through insurance through your employer currently. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you provided the mom with a copy of the insurance card?
No, sir, not yet.
When did you get the child covered, sir?
I don't remember exactly the date, but I have the copy at my job.
So
The date.
just to confirm, okay, thank you, sir. Just to confirm, you have the child covered through insurance, but you haven't provided the mom with any type of insurance so the child could utilize the insurance. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The state has calculated that you should pay a total of $60 per month for state medical. Are you in agreement to this amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
And what is the current cost that you're paying for the insurance through your employer, sir?
Like $25.
Is that bi-weekly, per week, per month? What is it, $25?
It's weekly.
So just confirm you would be paying about $100 per month if the child was to remain on your insurance through your employer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. As it relates to the child support, based off of your income at just a moment here, $16.25 per hour at 40 hours a week, the state has requested that you should pay a total of $472 per month for child support. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I can hear you. Could you repeat your answer, sir?
Yes, sir.
And the mother has requested retroactive child support from the period of June 2021 through August of 2023, totaling $8,146, to which the state is requesting that you pay that at $90 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court at this time?
No, sir.
All right. Nothing further from this party on it.
Mr. Ibanez, I heard you say, or Ms. Diaz say earlier, that you had the child for about a month or two, December and January. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Ibanez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so was it a month? Was it 2 months? What is it, Mr. Ibanez?
Well, I had him for about like 2 months because she came like in December.
I don't need to know why. I just need to know 1 month or 2 months.
2.
So you shouldn't be charged for 2 months then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's take that off. Is there any other time that you had extended possession more than a weekend besides that month or two?
No, sir.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
if I may, if we were to give 2 months credit for the retroactive support, the state has calculated that at $7,241.
That's what I had to. All right, my ruling is that the child's going to remain with the mother. There's been no family violence in the last 2 years. Y'all both to be appointed as joint managed conservators with mother to maintain the child's primary residence in Dallas or in a contiguous county. Standard visitation is every other weekend and also every Thursday night. You need to read through the order as far as the visitation orders. Hopefully that will help to kind of have some understanding of what the visitation looks like. Y'all can also read a visitation that's different than that as well. I don't understand what Mr. Ibanez, why you provided insurance and they're not using it. That doesn't make sense. It sounds like you're wasting $100 a month. If that's true, then you need to give the mother a copy of the insurance card so she can use the insurance.
Yes, sir.
There's no way that you can take the child to a doctor if you don't have any proof of insurance. So that's kind of wasteful. If you want to do that, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't sound like yours is very expensive. But I just don't understand why you haven't done that already. That would have benefited the child. So if you have insurance available, then you can provide that to the mother and to the Attorney General's office after the court order is done, and they can stop charging the $60. But where we are right now, we don't have any knowledge that that actually exists other than you telling us that. So you're going to be put on the $60 a month to reimburse the child being on Medicaid right now. Child support is $472. You owe a retroactive judgment of $7,241 for back due child support for times that you did not have possession. You could have paid the mother and you didn't. So that subtracted those 2 months. So you didn't get charged for those 2 months. You need to pay that back at $75 a month or more until you pay that balance off. Once you pay that balance off, then you don't have to pay the $75 anymore.
Yes,
Court
sir.
puts the bill to Mr. Ibanez. The Attorney General's office will draft an order and email you both a copy. That'll be the order of court. You have less than 30 days to file an appeal, Mr. Ibanez, if that's something you choose to do. So if you want to hire an attorney, you need to do that as of yesterday, pretty much, because that's not a long time. All right, y'all are done with court today. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.